So what's your mulligan?
I drop Jade
Make
and keep the
some
rest.
action here.
Well, I drop Jade, keep the rest.
Which Jade?
Jade Lightning.
I'm not so sure about the Jade clause actually. It's specifically against Northshire Cleric, right?
Okay.
Because I really didn't like it last game. It was pretty weak.
Okay.
But it's really specifically the Northshire Cleric, right? And then it's not even that great against North. It doesn't really win, and it still draws a card, that Cleric, right? I think against Priest, since there's no 2 health minion, I don't keep it.
Okay.
Like last game, I was really surprised how bad that weapon was. Ew. Can we please get that weapon back?
That's the first punish right there.
Yes. So do you play patches turn 1 or not? What do you think?
Well, no, he comes in handy as chip damage on a bigger minion, so I'd keep him. It's also something that if he's got a Potion of Madness that can be used against us, so I'm thinking we keep it.
It's not really Potion of Madness, it's really Galacta Crawler. He can coin Galacta Crawler, and that's just super annoying. That's like an auto lose, because then our Primal Fin Totem on the next turn just dies against his Galacta Crawler. So always keep here.
Okay.
Against most decks, I would keep patches turn 1.
Yeah.
Even like a rogue that doesn't run the crawler, I think I would still usually keep it. Oof. So that's some powerhouse opening here by him.
Yeah. It's also a really juicy devolve target though.
That's for sure, yeah.
Is it too early for that, or is that just about right?
I'm thinking that the 2/5 still doesn't kill the Primal Fin Totem.
Okay.
So I think I keep the devolve here. Because because the Primal Fin Totem is still quite nice to develop.
Job's done.
Are Highlander priests running this thing still? Are they running Radiant?
Yes, for sure. To combo with Prophet Velen.
Oh, okay. Well, there's no simple play here, really. So hero power and pass?
Yeah, I liked it the most, actually. We could still consider patches.
But what does he doesn't
it looks like next turn we play Devolve Maelstrom.
Got it. Okay.
Or Devolve Jade Claws.
I guess
that's the options for next turn.
Okay.
So
I don't know what patches actually does for us here, though.
Yeah, it's not really valuable, right? We are not going to kill that 2/5. He anyway has a free trade on our 1/1. It doesn't really like. No, I think we hold the patches.
Send him where?
No, we hold it. We hold it.
Hold,
we don't play it. Sorry.
You wish to live forever?
I'm thinking your play earlier actually sounds really appetizing right now.
Yeah, we definitely go with the Devolve and see what happens. If Jade Claws is better or if the Maelstrom is better.
Okay, interesting. I think in terms of card advantage, do we play this? We can clear the board and get one minion back with a Maelstrom.
Yeah, I liked it quite a lot. Also because we are not sure if we want to overload for next turn, because we could go mana, tide, and hero power.
Yeah.
So we are not sure if we want to really overload. And we have 2 Maelstroms. That's just really good. We will use one of them. Oh, there was the punish for patches.
Indeed. Okay. Are you still thinking? Well, we want to get rid of that thing, so.
Yeah, that happens for sure.
Okay, so is it Jade Claws?
Yeah.
And we can still put down the Mana type?
Yeah, for sure. Mana Tide is so strong against Priest. They need to have a good answer. Again, I would argue here for the positioning, you want to put the Mana Tide to the very far right, because the Primal Fin wants to be on the very far left. But it's rare that it matters.
Got it. No, those micro differences kind of help, so thank you for that.
Yeah, you can sort of remember almost always you want that Primal Fin to the very far left.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, he tagged against us. Or maybe not really against us.
Brilliant. Okay, this is interesting. Flame Totem somewhere, but we got turn 6, so mind you, if he blows a Dragonfire on this board, that's actually a win for us, I'm thinking. Because we got 2 generated tokens on this.
Let's start with the hero power, see what we get. Because Taunt Totem is really nice here, then I'm willing to ignore that 2-4.
So damage.
I still think we could just send in 2 1/1s here and save that Flame Tongue Totem, because Dragonfire Potion is already so much value here. And we trade in the weapon. Because our board is still quite big, right? Like, this is still good Dragonfire Potion value. I would just hold. No, I would just hold. Like, the rest, we don't need to invest more resources.
Okay.
Like, we have 5 minions on the board, right? And 2 are generating stuff each turn. So, we are winning. We are winning, yeah. What's your play?
Okay. I am thinking, well, if he's got a Holy Nova left, there's not too many 6 mana minions that will have 2 health. I am thinking we do Doppelgangster, drop patches, hit 1 for face, and then evolve the whole lot.
Yeah, the only question is if we play around Doomsayer. I think we should play around Doomsayer because we can, and Patches goes well with Flame Tongue Totem. I would not play Patches, because there's a very small % chance that he evolves into Doomsayer, and then we are really sad.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, it's usually, like, it's very, very small, but we have so much resources, we don't really need that. We just play a Double Gangster Evolve. Oh baby, a triple! Nice.
That's
triple 6, that's so great here.
That's a screenshot if ever I saw one.
And they look so nice also, like, so nicely positioned symmetrically, right? Crystalline Oracle.
Okay. This is an interesting one.
So what's the typical next turn from him?
Oh, next turn is going to be Andrew and hands down.
Yeah, and that's the only way that brings him back into the game, right?
Correct.
So we want to develop a lot of minions that don't die to Anduin, right?
Okay.
So that's the goal. So that's why Dread Infernal and Thrall are like out of the question for me.
Okay.
They never get played here.
So we can do 2 Saranai? A Saranai?
That's happening, yeah, I think so. Saranite is happening. And then I would actually play the Flame Tongue between the 2 6/6s. Push the damage phase. And then send patches next to the Flame Tongue into the 4-3. So that we also get rid of that one and protect our 2-3s here. And it doesn't really matter if we play that Corsair or not, I don't think. Free from Ember, alright.
Oh, okay.
So he's looking for the statue here to stay in the game. He didn't find that one.
You put a Zulok video out recently, I think. I haven't watched it yet, but plan to.
Yes.
I would junk all of this.
Yes. Me too.
Not bad. Okay. Do these guys run Galaka? Is there a turn 1 punish for a blood sale, or do we keep 2 Firefly?
Usually they don't have Galaka Crawler. So I think I would get out the pirate.
Interesting. Trade and Maelstrom, purely for the logic that if this thing goes uncontested, it can take down our Primal Fin with only 1 token. If he's a Kelly-Stuff Warlock, he's not going to have anything on turn 2 because he's used the coin beyond tapping, so...
It's really close. Maelstrom Portal is a nice card against Zoo, but I think I agree because next turn, like, Firefly is a little bit awkward because we want to play it next turn, because next turn we have that spare mana. And Primal Fin is a little bit awkward because we give it away for free, right? So I think it's Maelstrom Portal. You're right, Maelstrom Portal trade. I think you can actually start off with a Maelstrom. Oh, that's not too shabby. You can actually start off with a Maelstrom because you might get the Boa, and then you want to trade in the Boa.
Got it. Okay, cool. That's a good thing to know. So that's all minions. That dense ours as well.
So many possibilities.
If you don't mind, there's some background noise coming from your microphone. So maybe you can play a little bit around with that voice activation level.
Yeah, I can have a look. I'm actually in an empty room, so I don't know what the background noise would be.
I think it's either like some to me it sounds like a vacuum cleaner or something like that. So it's probably the fan of your computer.
That's possible.
Yeah,
okay,
it's much better now.
Okay, cool.
Whatever you did, it's much better.
Just moved it. Okay, lovely. Interesting here. Is it a Primal Fin and then a Firefly?
Well, I think first of all we trade, right? Because when we go white now on the board, we don't want our minions to get this 1 damage, right?
True. Okay.
So I think that happens. Yeah. And then yes, I would go Firefly Primal Fin because it's likely that he cannot answer the Primal Fin. Ooh, that's tough.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking with Jade Lightning, the captain, all day.
Yep, all day.
Clear the board?
Yep. So in what circumstances would you maybe not clear the board? Is there any world, like other decks or something?
That's a good question. I
So
don't know.
if you would have maybe Galacta Crawler in hand to eat patches next turn or something like that, for some reason,
yeah.
or if you had Galacta Crawler in the deck, then maybe you wouldn't trade. But still, you want to play around his second captain usually, so.
Okay.
Boy, this turn is awkward.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I think we have only one option here.
It's a bloodlust, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bloodlust.
Okay. Let's use this one. Are we taking down the councilman?
Yeah, I think so. Because the Malkazar's Imp is not really threatening our minions. We could play that Flame Elemental and the Hero Power, and the Malkazar's Imp alone doesn't really do much against it, right?
Yeah.
So
okay.
That's why I like it.
Excuse me.
Oof.
Yeah, it's a weak hand.
This is going to be tough. Well, that's not that terrible, actually. We're still likely to lose, I would say, but...
Yeah. We could go Vara wide here.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Correct.
So would you drop everything?
Yeah, the Firefly and the 2 Flame Elementals and the Hero Power, right? I would not evolve here. Because I think evolve is the only chance we have to win. We need to draw that double gangster and then we evolve. That's our win condition for this game. And if we don't draw the double gangster in time, we just lose. Like we have maybe just 2 draws. If he has Despicable Dreadlord, we might just have 1 draw to get the double gangster. And then we need a really good evolve. Something like the 666 again. Yeah, he has the Dreadlord. That hurts. Okay, but at least he's only doing 1 trade, so that leaves us other options.
There's a lot of resource here. Well, I'm thinking it's got to be Bloodlust and J Claws.
Yeah, I think so too. It's the only chance.
I can take that down with the weapon. So.
What is that?
Sorry, the Malkazar's Imp.
Well, we trade the that healing doesn't really give us anything, right? So we trade the healing totem into the 1/3, and then I think we trade one of these guys into the Dreadlord, and the weapon also. It's quite terrible everything we do, and I sent the other 4 attack into the Doomguard. Nice. So this way we have a chance to kill the Doomguard next turn with the 2/2 and the weapon. If he doesn't have a strong minion... okay. That's probably actually good enough here for him. Because we now cannot kill the Doomguard. Well... ugh. Not too much to do, right?
Yep.
Mana Tide, Hero Power. And we kill the Flame Imp, I'd say. No double gangster.
Tragic.
just the pirate's code.
Yeah, that's... Well, we can still do the evolve and see what we get.
Okay.
Just for the funsies.
Indeed. Slightly a bit more experience in terms of running the points. But
Your soul
Well, almost.
that might have been fun on an earlier turn. So.
So we... Not even taunts would help us here, right? Against that Abyssal Enforcer. Shaman has usually an easy time to generate a whiteboard.
Yeah.
And when the zoo is playing from behind, it's all about board control, right? Board control, board control. And whoever establishes that is going to win.
So here I'm thinking we chuck away patches, clearly.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Indeed, but I quite like the rest.
I don't like the Mana Tide Totem that much because it's about board control, and Mana Tide gives you value but not board control.
Okay.
So I don't keep the Mana Tide against Zoo. Like I'm assuming Zoo here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
So
I think it's anyway better to assume Zoo, and the Mulligan is very similar against the control Warlock as well.
Got it. So these two are fine?
Yeah, Patches and Mana Tide away.
Cool.
And actually that, some late game, the control Warlock is a much more terrible matchup. If he plays the right cards and stuff and does it well, I think he can almost never lose if he's control Warlock.
Brilliant.
Unless we get really lucky with an early Bloodlust.
Which we luckily have. Okay, so this is a toss-up between Corsair or Coin and Totem, Primal Fin.
I think I like the Coin Primal Fin a lot because he usually doesn't have an answer for that. That means you get rewarded. You usually want to coin the Primal Fin Totem when the opponent cannot kill it.
Brilliant.
And Warlock doesn't really have a nice way to kill that 0-3 here. Well, okay. I'm really debating when that card is ever useful. That's like for the super late game. I really don't like this card in this deck.
We can get rid of it after this game, man.
No, we keep on playing. I want to see. Like in the last games, whenever we had it in hand, I never saw an opportunity to play it. But whatever.
Okay. Hero Power?
Yeah, Hero Power. Because next turn it looks like we are also going to go for Hero Power and Bloodsail Corsair. So we have some spare mana. Oh baby!
Oh, what does that change?
The top decks.
So, where do we send this?
Yeah, that's a good question, right?
Patches comes out far right.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing we could have... So that would be 3, 6. But conversely, we... No, so we put the Flame Tome between the two Murlocs. Trade those in. But that doesn't give us Patches value, does it? So we've got a 3-1 here. Do we even need to play Patches here?
I would just do it. So that we don't draw Patches next turn.
Okay, where does this go? Here?
Between two 1/1s. It doesn't really matter between which ones.
Okay. And
yeah, this way you maximize damage. Yeah, now you send in the 1/1s. And you play the Corsair after you attacked. Actually, it doesn't really matter. You play it between the Murloc and the other totem, I think. No, yeah, definitely. Oh, animations. Nice, you made it.
I think I talk too much.
Alright.
Well, you can't get more valuable than that, in fairness. That's just a hero power.
Our Jades are still 1-1s. Yeah, a 1-1 and 4 damage. Yeah, that doesn't work out. We need to hero power. By terrible. But we need to save some removal for bigger stuff, I think.
True. Okay, that's our turn.
End turn.
Unleash me.
No, this is interesting. He says, would a Mana Titan hero...
Yeah, let's go Mana Titan hero power.
That should have been far right.
Hopefully we get a taunt.
Because now we have the chip.
Oh, that's the worst one. No.
Indeed.
Taunt would have been so much better. Oof. Ouch.
Are we dropping thing from below here?
Yeah, sure. It looks pretty good. In the like, it looks like it's going to deal 8 damage to that Mountain Giant Raid.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And what goes along with that?
Aya?
Yeah, I think so, Aya.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
Just for the value.
Indeed.
Keeps on having those AoEs.
That makes it vulnerable though, now to...
Yeah.
Is that our first play?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's get rid of that 8 attack minion.
Are we thinking go wide again? I'm thinking Mana Tide might be worthless here because he can kill it quite easily. But we go...
Yeah, but it doesn't really, like, Firefly hero power is not that great. I think we need stuff for next turn. I think I still go mana Tide here. Like for mana efficiency mainly. I wanna try to hit that Doppelgangster.
Okay.
Because it looks like we could be able to win with Doppelgangster. Oh, that's a good card to draw also. Wolf.
I think he's running the Death Knight. So there's some value to him not getting that back. The 6/6.
That is true, that is true. But I'm not sure I want to devolve this turn. Do I want to devolve this turn?
There's a second Dreadlord to come.
So, first of all, I definitely want to go white here, I think. I think we have a good chance to win without Thrall. Okay. I'm not sure we want to do it.
So
yeah, let's go think from below hero power, Firefly, Flame Elemental. Then we think a little bit more about that devolve. Actually, we can evolve this whole board. So that would have... No. I'm thinking about... No, I want to save that for the... Let's devolve. Let's start with devolve, see what we get. That's pretty good. Let's take out that 2/2. And... it was probably actually better to evolve. To play around Defile. But Defile should kill his guy also here, so... Oof. Ouch.
And all of ours.
We need to go white again. We need that Doppelgangster. Not getting it. Alright.
Firefly Elemental and Hero Power? Is
Yeah,
all we can
that
do?
always happens. And then we think about, does Thrall make sense? Bunch of random 3-drops. He played 2 Abyssal Enforcers already. I think I like Thrall here, because we have
Okay.
potential to gain lethal.
Frozen heart of the scourge.
It's not too bad.
True.
A little bit harder to remove. And maybe he doesn't have taunt and cannot deal with the 3/3s. It's unlikely, but
Well, he's had all the answers so far, annoyingly. So.
I guess the correct play was to play the Evolve in the last turn when we had that damaged 3/3 and stuff.
My shield.
Oof. Okay, now we are really looking for the Devolve. Ooh. That hurts.
This looks like a concede to me.
Kinda, yeah. We can still hold 1 turn, maybe we get that double gangster, but
No, there's no totem value anymore, so
yeah.
yeah.
Take cold comfort in your victory.
Yeah, this matchup is anyway really hard because the Warlock has so much AoE.